Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to Poiel, the Angel of Fame. I'm going to tell you a chilling story. Now, there was a time in my life, I got to admit to you, that this is where I run. This is where Cassandra run, and you don't see me post for another 6 months or so because I cannot handle the energy of my calling, my gifts, whatever you want to call this. This is where I typically run, and you don't see me for a long time and I'm doing something else. It's because I don't want to say chickened out or abandoned my post. You know what I mean? Aborted my mission. I'm not really sure what to call it, but I do know this. If I do not follow the spiritual guidance that I have signed up for, I usually, block my own creativity, and everything takes so much longer because Cassandra has decided this is just way too much. So, Angel Poiel, I do have several downloads, some really deep and interesting information. This is going to be a series, probably the next 4 or 5 videos, just not to make them too long. But this video is just to introduce you and tell you a story about what has happened. This is a true story, by the way. I met Poiel let me find my book, y'all. 72 Angels of Magick by Damon Brand, and I did a ritual for Poiel. I had a very strong connection. When I have a strong connection to a particular angel, sometimes I'll make a version of that angel. Like Mamiya is another angel, not in this book, but it was just I just have a connection, and we just seem to vibe. Okay. So I'll get back to Poiel. Take a moment to visit my Etsy shop, Cassandra Magic World, and you will see a plethora of metaphysical tools to align with your goals and your dreams. Each magic talisman comes with instructions as well as a feng shui chart and how to make changes in your home and how to charge your sigil. So I have a story to tell you guys, and I don't mean to offend anybody. Okay, this is not to be offensive. I'm learning as I go. So a while ago, I did a review on a store called The Conjurer Goddess in Ypsilanti, Michigan, because the lady there was just so good to me. Like, I was in there and I was buying a whole bunch of stuff for love, because I was, a whole bunch of candles, and I was just like, I didn't say this, but I had like a basket full of just all kind of love incense, I'd like to attract and manifest love, right? And she held my hand, the lady in the store, and she said, "Your ancestors said that love is here for you. You need to focus on your money and your business." And at the time, I didn't have a business. I wasn't making the jewelry that you see here. Like, this is an original Cassandra. This is my Empress Goddess ring. I wasn't trying to advertise it, but I'm just saying, at the time, I didn't have the key line. I didn't have any of these things, to be honest with you. She said, "Your ancestors said to work on your money and your business. Do not focus on love." And I thought, okay, sure. So she actually took a lot of she cleaned out my basket pretty much. She gave me a road opener, candle, and I think it was a manifesting candle. And she said, "This is all you need." And I said, okay. But I was kind of thinking like, well, I'm just, I just thought I was emotional, and I was just, I was ready to like date and just, and she was like, "No, your ancestors said work on your money and your business." I was like, "What business? I don't have a business." I mean, when you're talking about, I didn't say all this to her, but even when she said your ancestors said work on your money and your business, I really didn't know you know, I didn't have a business at the time. So I listened because of her sincerity and her, you know, she's just like this black African queen to me, and I just thought I'm gonna listen to her because I can see my ancestors in her face. So the next day I worked on the ritual, and hold on a second, I'm just trying to show people who might want to follow this path. I worked on a ritual with Magical Riches. There's a ritual with Archangel Metatron where you can find your hidden talents, right? And so I did the ritual, and guess what? I came up with the idea to make the jewelry, that like the key here that you see, and this whole little jewelry line. Anyway, this is when I started making my jewelry, and I started working on my business. So I was so grateful for her guidance and support that I wanted to do something special for her. So I gave her one of my dolls. One of my dolls that I love, and I'm going to show you her in a second. So I gave her my doll, and just as a token of love. And these dolls, they're pretty pricey, and you know, but I wanted her to know I appreciate you, and I'm just, and you know, to show my respect. So I gave her this doll, and I'm gonna show her to you. But this doll was a little different than this. Is Angel Poiel now. Angel Poiel insisted on this body, on these wings, and we'll get into all of that. So so the doll had red lips, and I might, if I have a picture, I'll insert it so you can see. The only difference is, I think, with the red lips and didn't have the wings or any of that. And I love this doll, right? And so it has, you know, just, oh, I don't want anything to fall. But anyway, this is just, so this is the doll I gave her, and I was just saying, you know, how much, but minus the wings, and the doll had red lips. But this is Angel Poiel now. We'll get to this. So anyway, so I gave her the doll, and I was, you know, thinking that I was waiting to hear back, you know, to see if she liked the doll, because she seemed very, you know, Afrocentric, and I thought she would just really like it. I never heard back from her, but her daughter reached out to me via my channel, and she just, you know, she thanked me. But anyway, I didn't know what was going on with that, and I just thought that she had appreciated the doll. Well, anyway, I was looking at renting a building that was actually 2 or 3 doors down from the store, because for a museum, for a Jungle Beauty Goddess museum. Guys, I mean, I know a lot of you know these are dolls I have behind me, but this is not even half of my dolls. I have life-size dolls who are like 7 feet tall, like in other parts of my home. And they're really huge and tall and big, and they're characters in my story. And I thought, you know, it would be really cool to create a museum so people could come and see them. So I was so excited, and all I was thinking about was this museum. So one day, which is, like I said, it was actually 2 or 3 buildings down from the shop. So one day I decided, I was actually like thinking about what I would need for the museum and looking for furniture, looking how I would decorate. So I just randomly, you know, just stopped by the little store, the little storefront for what I thought was going to be the museum, just to look inside and fantasize and measure in my mind, you know, how I'm going to set this up. And after I finished looking around what I thought was going to be the Jungle Beauty Goddess Museum, I walked by the store, the Conjurer Goddess store, to, you know, just go in and look, maybe buy something. And I saw the lady, and I was just so super excited. I said, "Did you get the doll? Did you like it?" She said, "Mm-hmm." And I said, "Did you?" She said, "I don't. take gifts from people because people put spells on people. And I said, I would never do that to you. I mean, I wanted to show you my appreciation. I wanted to show you how grateful I was. How, you know, I am that you told me to start my business and not to focus on a relationship. And so she said, yeah, she said, but she said, I don't accept gifts. And I said, oh, okay. I said, I didn't know that. I didn't mean to offend you. Now, again, I'm buying metaphysical things, like even their dress candles. And I'm thinking, my energy is bad, but I'm trusting your energy. But that's okay if you don't trust my energy, because I voluntarily walked in the store. But anyway, so I said, well, what happened to the doll? And she said, if I tell you what I did to your doll, it will hurt your feelings. And I said, well, I said, did you burn her? She said, no. And I said, well, is she fixable? Like, can I sew her back together? And she said, I have her if you want her. I said, well, she said, if I tell you what I did to your doll, it would hurt you. I said, okay. I said, well, could you, if you can get it? She said, do you want it? And I said, yeah. So she went to the back and she brought the doll out to me in a white garbage bag, and so she gave her to me, and I was stunned. My feelings was hurt. I was like, oh shoot, I never experienced anything like this. And she just said, I looked, I was kind of shaken, and I was stunned. I had never experienced anything like this before. So I took my doll and in the garbage bag, and when I got home, I saged her, and I cried, of course. And I looked at her, and I was like, well, maybe, I don't know. Like, I was just kind of confused. I called my best friend, and she thought it was hilarious. She couldn't stop laughing. But I was devastated. Because my best friend and I, we laugh at things that sometimes are really painful. It's just a way to deal with stuff. But I was stunned. Like, I was thinking, like, well, was something wrong with me? Did I do something wrong? Is something, like, I don't understand. So, anyway, I just, like I said, I saged her really good. I talked to her. I apologized to her. I just felt, guys, I've never experienced anything like this in my life. So, just recently, when I say recently, I mean like maybe like 3 days ago, what was I doing? I can't remember, but I've been talking to Poiel, the angel Poiel. Oh, I know. I had a download about, and I'm going to do a video, actually, it's the next video about the, how Poiel was telling me that Beyonce is a genius marketer. And he gave me some reasons why, and I'm going to share them with you guys in the next video. And that's what happened. So I said, oh, okay. So I took the download from Poiel, and Poiel said, I want a body. And I said, well, I'll make one for you, maybe when I finish writing book 4. Or no, Poiel said, I want the doll on the mantle, the doll that was given back to you. And I said, that doll? Guys, I'm telling you the whole truth. Look, I got chills all over me. Hi, Poiel. Hi, like all over me. So I said, the angel said, angels are androgynous. And I said, I would have to make you a gown. And he said, why are you being cliche? Did I not just tell you about the importance of originality, which I'm going to go through with you guys, everything that Poiel shared with me? Did I not share with you about the importance of being authentic and being original? What make you think that all? I was like, well, let me get you some. Wait, let me get to this. I said, well, let me get you some white feathers. I'll make you some white feathers, and I'll make a nice gown for you. And Poiel said, I don't want a gown, and I don't want white feathers. I'm not cliche. I'm the angel of fame. Why would you think I want white feathers? I said, oh, because angels have white feathers like that. He said, no. So Poiel said, I want red feathers. And I said, okay, I'll get some red feathers. I'll make you a red gown. No gown. I said, well, she has on this like disco outfit. Poiel said, I want the doll on the mantle that was given back to you. Okay. All right. So as I'm making Poiel, wait, for first I'm gonna tell you this. I told Poiel, because I said, oh, this angel has a very fierce presence, physical representation of the doll, even though I feel the energy over my body. I said, I don't really feel, like you're an angel. I mean, if you have red feathers, people may think that maybe you're not a good angel. Maybe but listen, Poiel said, not only do I want red feathers, I want the wings. I want the red wings from your demon. I said, the red wings from the demon? And I'm going to show you the demon, who is wingless, by the way. I got to make him some more wings. So I think this was actually one of the first, if not the first, demons I ever made, right? If you want to call it that. And he had those beautiful red wings, and so he said, I want his wings. I said, you want my demon wings? Yes. And I want red feathers, and I want peacock feathers. And I was like, but you're not gonna look like an angel. You're gonna look. He said, I'm gonna look like. And another thing, Poiel was saying, I just told you about the importance of being yourself, being authentic, and being. If I want your representation of me, then I want Cassandra's representation of me, not some cliche stereotype view of how angels are supposed to look. That I don't want that. If I wanted that, I wouldn't have come to you. To me. So, guys, this is a true story. So I'm making Poiel. Let me put you back in focus. The energy is so strong, and I've just been staring me down, and I just want to, honor this mission. So I'm making these wings. Poiel selected all of her own, these wings. I don't know if you guys can see them, but this is all what she wanted in this body. And directed me, gave me direction on exactly how to make her, how he wanted to look, and I followed. So when I gave her to the lady, she didn't have the feathers in the eyes, she had red lips, but this version is the version that Poiel actually created. God directed me in creating. This is how this angel wanted to look. I don't know if you guys can check this out. And so, as I'm making these feathers, as I'm making Poiel starts talking to me and says, what was done to this doll started spiritual warfare, and that where both parties were injured, a lot of things went down. I don't know if I told you guys about how my plane, I was having some problems, health problems. This was all because of I'm not trying to get anything started. But it was on a spiritual realm that started. I don't know how to say this, like spiritual warfare, what was done to this doll. And Poiel told me I am not to ever give a doll to a person. you know, this is a spiritual gift, and that it's something that I have to honor, and that I was overgiving, and it was just, oh my God. I have not been together since I found this out. But this is Poiel, and these are the wings. I don't know if you can make out, and I'm gonna insert some pictures in here that I took with my camera because I think it might come across. But here are some pictures that I took of Poiel. I didn't take any before pictures because I didn't know what was going on, and but the feathers around the eyes, the purple lips, all of that was Poiel's suggestion. Poiel insisted that I make this video. Poiel has a very stern energy, very strong energy, and it was the energy about me accepting my gift as a doll maker, as a not sharing this gift loosely, being respectful, and but like literally told me that there was a battle, and because of what happened, like whatever she did, it caused a spiritual warfare. And he encouraged me to look the story up, which I didn't, because I don't want to be involved. I don't want to know what happened. I hope they're flourishing. I hope they're doing well. But Poiel said, don't give your gift away. That's the lesson. Never give your gift away. When you were in that store, you paid for everything. You don't give away your spiritual gifts. So guys, in the next video, I'm going to talk about the download, about marketing, and some other good stuff. But I just wanted to start this video as an introduction to the angel, Poiel. I hope this video helps someone. Thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to seeing you, darlings, in the next video.